Hi, what I'm going to do today is show how easy it is to create a Zapier integration with the Refrizer system. If you're not familiar with Zapier, what it is it's a great tool that allows you to connect items such as Typeform, Google Sheets, Acuity. There's a lot of different options, CRMs. Also, those simple things, like I stated, a type form, something like that, to gather customers' information. Say you're at a trade show and you want to create a type form for people to input their information, you can have it come directly to the Refrizer system. So I just want to show how easy that is. We're not currently public, except you will have to come to account options, apps and integration, and accept our invite. And this will connect it to your Zapier account. If you don't have a Zapier account, the free account on Zapier will actually work for all the connections that you need to do. I'm going to accept and build a Zap. And what I'll do is I'm going to make a new Zap. And I'll start with a Typeform. What I love about Typeform is it's actually instant response. That's part of their app, so it can show the results really quick. With Google Sheets, it's a little bit slower. And so every time I have a new entry in the Typeform, I want it to trigger certain actions in Refrizer. Think of the trigger as the starting point, the point where you're gathering the information, and then the action step, which you'll add, it'll ask you to add once you have the trigger step, is the result. It's what you want to happen in the next system. So I'm going to go from Typeform to Refrizer. And it can be reversed also. It can be Refrizer to, say, a Google Sheet or something like that. I'm going to click Save and Continue. And when you go to, since I'm logged into my Typeform, it actually automatically recognizes it. So I'm going to Test and Save and Continue. And now it will have you select the form in your Typeform. So it'll check it out, and I'm going to use the loyalty input form because that's the one that I have created. And it's going to pull a sample entry, so I'm going to continue. And so now this is that action step that I was talking about. Basically the system you want this new entry to feed into. And because I accepted the invite, I'm going to look for Refrizer, and you'll find it here. And create update contact. Then I need to connect the account. Connecting the account, it'll pull up a screen and it'll ask for an API token. That makes sure that it connects to the right account on Refrizer. So back in that apps and integration screen where you clicked on the Zapier invite, you'll find an API token. You just copy that really quick and then Control V and yes and continue. And so now you'll see that my account in Refrizer is connected. I'll click Save and Continue. Now you'll choose the actions and information that you want pulled into the system. So I will select, we have the option of create. So that's if a new entry comes in and there's not an entry already in Refrizer, it'll create a new one. We have update, which means if there already is an entry in Refrizer that matches, then it will update with, say, a visit or information like that. Maybe a name change, anything like that. But The most popular option I feel will be the both because it'll do both. If there's not a contact, it'll create it. If there is a contact, it'll update it. And with my form, it was a simple form. It actually only had name and phone number. So I don't need the first name, last name. What I'll choose is I'll actually just choose full name. That way, if a customer puts in their full name or just first name, it'll be okay. And let me see. And then for phone number, grab that. And you also have other options here. You can choose whether the contact will be updated to the active section in your Refrizer account, or possibly maybe this is a lead generating form where you want them to go to potential because they aren't customers yet. Except I will go ahead and leave it at the default value of active. You'll see you have the option of active, passive, potential. And I'm going to keep it as active. You can also assign specific labels based on the input source. So say you wanted to have a label of Typeform from trade show. You can input that here so that they will go into a specific category within your Refrizer system. Right now I'll leave that blank. And then create a visit is if you want an input to basically create a visit or check-in in the Refrizer system. In this case, I'll go ahead and choose yes and continue. And I had a test entry in there, so it's using that one as the sample. And then I'll send a test to Refrizer. So you'll see the test contact was sent to Refrizer. Let me go ahead and go to my contact screen, and I'm going to update it really quick. And you'll see that that test came over to the Refrizer system. The source is Zapier, and they earned 1 loyalty point. So everything looks to have come across properly. Now I will just go back to Zapier, finish. I will name the Zap quickly. Turn the Zap on. And see it in my dashboard. And you'll see that my new Zap is created here from Typeform to Refrizer.